Hey YouTube, Highway Junkie back at you. Finally have a few moments to collect my thoughts. We have a problem with the APU on our truck and had to bring it to the Pittston, Pennsylvania terminal to get work done. So I've been afforded the opportunity to spend the night and maybe another day in the bunk rooms here at the terminal, which means I can get food at the cafeteria and sleep in a bed that isn't bouncing down the road. But anyway, the latest update that I can offer is that it's just exhausting to drive, and then when you finally get a chance to sleep, you just go to sleep, and you sleep until you have to get up, and then you drive. And my fleet manager coined it very well. When you're going through the PSD phase of this training, learning how to get your CDL, that's like drinking water from a garden hose. And when you move on to the TNT phase, it's like drinking water from a fire hose. There is a lot of stuff to learn. There's just more things than you can imagine. When you're driving one of these big trucks, the cars that are out there, the traffic, the lane changes, the speed limit changes, the signs that you have to be constantly vigilant about. Just unbelievable the amount of stuff that I think the major citizenry of the United States just doesn't give credit for the guys and gals who are driving trucks out there. There is a lot to it. But anyway, I'm 2 weeks and a couple of days into this, and so far so good. I'm adapting. It's definitely different than anything that I've done. Even though, little history about me: I drove a truck 40 years ago for about 2 years. I hauled a flatbed, and I pulled a tanker for a while, and that was before electronic logs. That was before cruise control. That was before CDLs, actually. So very little of that transfers to what is actually goes on in today's world driving one of these trucks. They're certainly bigger, certainly longer, certainly more powerful. They're certainly more comfortable. Power steering is not something that I had back in the day. Air conditioning, cruise control, it's all wonderful stuff. But there's a lot. There is a lot to learn. So anyway, I will do my best to keep the updates flowing, and it's just very, very difficult until I actually get thoroughly indoctrinated and know exactly what the heck I'm doing, so that I can not be making any mistakes during my driving time. Once I get to that level, hopefully I'll find some time to be able to post some videos as I go along. If not, I'll make what I can and post them when I can. Internet access is another fun thing. There's been places where I've been where I didn't even have a cell signal, so couldn't make a phone call, certainly couldn't do a video. But anyway, congratulations out there to No Hippie Trucking and Transport. I understand he is lease purchasing a truck from Prime, so that's interesting news. Trucking along with Kersey is turning some big money now that her and her boyfriend Gary are rolling as a team. And Twisted Big D is cranking out students left and right. And there's just a ton of people out there that are YouTubers, and certainly make me look like a rank amateur. but hopefully I'll get there and be able to pass along some good information for people in my age bracket. Hopefully, that may be considering coming to Prime, may be considering, as I'm doing, using this as a means to finally be able to amass enough money to retire. Certainly a lot of work to reach that goal, but when I looked at all the other opportunities, I was just going to have to work until I dropped over dead. It may be a possibility at this point that working a couple of good years with Prime, if my wife comes and joins me and we become a team, we may actually be able to amass enough money to be able to stop working and enjoy life for a little bit. Certainly something I've not done since, God, I can't remember, maybe grade school. Anyway, you folks drive safe out there, and I'll see you on the road.